Ay, tú sabes, deja que te cuente que
So basic T, what it is it's just kind of the general like foot positioning slash body positioning that's kind of, again, fundamental to salsa. Yay, I'm back up on my computer. And so you can see it a little bit in the basic, but it's most important for turns and spin technique and like prepping for that kind of a thing. So what it is essentially basic T. If anyone has ever taken ballet, it's just a third position. It's where your back foot is kind of perpendicular to your front foot, which is facing forward. And so obviously, you probably never see this exaggerated of a foot position when someone's dancing. But you can also think of it this way. Like, we don't dance salsa with both feet facing forward all the time. They always have a little bit of a like kind of tilt to them, or like not pigeon toeing, whatever the opposite of pigeon toeing is. That's what we're doing when we're dancing. So if I were to like show you what basic T looks like in a basic, which is like, this is going to be super exaggerated. It's kind of a 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. And so the key part of this too is that while your feet are doing this, your torso is always facing forward. So you're kind of having to twist your torso to always face forward, even while your feet are and your hips are twisting from side to side. And so we're actually going to do a little drill for this so that you guys can kind of get the idea of what this feels like in your body. So let me make sure that I'm not forgetting something that I wanted to do. Yeah, that's it. Cool. So what we're going to do, I'll show it from the front first, and then I'll do it with my back facing you. So we're going to start basic T. You're going to have your weight. Hold on, let me just make sure I'm doing this right. Yeah, okay. Weight in your back foot with your front foot forward. You can have your arms be active. Don't have them be like hanging at your side. You want them to be like at least, you know, there, present. I'm probably going to do kind of this motion. But what you're going to do is you're going to transfer your weight onto your front foot and kind of go into an elevate or get on your tippy toes and switch so that your weight is now kind of equal on your feet and kind of drop so that you're leaning back onto your back foot. And so full all through, what we're going to be doing is this. I'm going to be transferring forward and drop, forward and drop, forward and drop, forward and drop. And we're going to be doing this forwards. I'm going to challenge you guys to do it backwards. It's going to be a challenge for me too, because I don't do this very often. So you don't need too much space to do this. As you can see, I am pretty limited here. Okay, while y'all are setting up, I'm gonna like quickly put on my shoes because I don't want to hurt my feet more than I need to. Yay, because slippy shoes. Okay, cool. So you can start with either foot forward since we're gonna be switching anyway. I'm starting with my right foot back. Make sure also, something super important for balance is to keep, like I said earlier, pretend that you're like a puppet and there's like a string pulling you up, like shoulders back, and keep your abs like, engaged. You're gonna find out abs are like really important for spins too, general technique. So yeah, right foot back, left foot forward, start with your weight on your right, shift forward, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's how much room I have right now. All right, and then challenge is with your weight back, you're going to kind of swing this front leg around, go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Keep going until you're like out of space, like I am. There you go, I made 6. And so with that, you're also making sure that your torso is staying front. You don't want to be like moving like this. You want it to be that it's just kind of rotating from your waist. Let's do this a couple more times. I'm starting with my left foot back now because who cares? Ready and go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and backwards. 1, 2, this is tricky. 3, 4, 5. I'll do one more because I can. And just let's do it again. We'll do it like 2 more times. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. As you can see, I'm using my arms, keeping them out to help me balance. Doesn't really matter, but it's helping me in case it helps you. So yeah, that's the idea with basic T. That's all you need to know. It is a good drill to just help keep yourself aligned and practice that hip rotation. But yeah, where it's really, you don't see it as exaggerated in the basic, but it is really important for preps for turns, which is what we're going to move into right now, is spins, actually. Well, also turns, but spins is what we're going to do today. And so I don't know if this is an actual distinction. It's a distinction that I have decided to adopt in terms of turns versus spins. I think of turns as traveling. So I'm doing turns if I'm moving across my floor. A spin, on the other hand, is stationary. So I could start here and still end up in the same place. And so we're working on spins, partially because I don't have floor space. I assume most people don't have a long wooden floor to do traveling turns on. So yeah, spins can be done by anyone. I'm going to utilize one in the Shine later today. Follows, you're gonna see them more in social dancing. I guarantee it. Leads like to spin you. It's fun to spin when you know how. Yeah, that's all I can say about that. Most social dancing, you'll see spins utilized. But leads, this is also a really cool technique to just throw in there when you're shining. I don't know if it's possible to spin, for a guy to spin while like partnered up. Brayden, you can tell them that that's a thing. But yeah, we're gonna do some spin drills. So if you've taken a 201 class with me before, you've done this, welcome back. If not, welcome to a fun time. So for spins, what we're gonna do, I'm gonna face front just so that you can see what my feet are doing, and then I'll turn around. So we're gonna start with what's known as a prep. In partner work, this is kind of when the lead would be doing that like L arm and, you know, bringing you up, getting you corkscrewed so that you can go the other way. And that's what we're doing. So we're gonna step back into our basic T, like exaggerated this time. I'm stepping with my right foot back, left foot forward, and you're gonna twist your torso so that it is kind of with that right foot. This is the one time when you're gonna do that because you're twisting up. I like to have my arms kind of here in a T. Doesn't matter which way you do it. I've learned you can do it both ways. And all your weight's gonna be in your right foot. And what you're gonna do is you're gonna transfer it onto your left foot and spin. As you can see, you don't always fall exactly in the same place, but the goal is for it to be as tight of a turn as possible. You want your feet to be as close together as you can. You don't want your legs swinging out and throwing you off balance. Or if you're social dancing, we're able to do that again, kicking someone. So yeah, we're gonna do that. We're gonna do those on both sides since spins can happen both directions. And yeah, so we're gonna start. Oh, actually, before I continue, does anyone have a question about what we're about to do? Any clarifications? I kind of just rushed through that. Braden's giving me the thumbs up. So yeah, if someone has a question, can tell me later. All right, so we're gonna start with our right foot back and our left foot forward. We're gonna be turning to our left, just so you know. So we're gonna be turning this away. And we're gonna start with doing half turns. So right now, only worry about facing away from the camera, and I'm gonna tell you when to turn back. All right, so I'm gonna say, when I say prep, what I want you to do is to do the step back and put the weight here and the other one forward. And then I'll say turn and you turn. All right, so prep and half turn. Prep and half turn. And prep and half turn. Brace your abs. Prep and half turn. All right. We're gonna try doing some full turns now. Something else really important, many of you know this, because I know you, spotting. The idea of spotting is to keep your gaze on one thing for as long as possible, helps to keep you from getting dizzy. So if I'm spotting, say, my little thing of kitchen utensils there, the idea is that when I'm turning, my head is staying on there for as long as possible until it can't anymore, and then it whips back around so I can see it again. More important for traveling turns, but also super important for spins. So back to full turns. So prep and full turn. Whoop. And prep and full turn. And prep and full turn. Whoop. And prep and full turn. Okay, this is gonna be a challenge. Don't worry if you can't do this. We'll see if I can do it today. We're gonna try doing 1.5. I'll just do this like twice. If you can't, if you're like, I'm done, try just keep doing like full turns or half turns, whatever you're comfortable with. All right, so same side, right foot back, prep, and 1.5. Whoop. One more time, prep, and 1.5. There you go. All right, we're gonna do a little bit. We'll do some more on the other side and then move into the shine. So this time, put your left foot back. I can do directions. We're gonna be turning to the right, prep, and half turn. And prep, and half turn. And prep, and half turn. And prep, and half turn. Couple full turns, prep, and full turn. Prep, and full turn. And prep, and full turn. I'm moving forward. All right, we'll do 2 1.5s, and then we'll be done with this. All right, so prep, and 1.5. There we go. And prep, and 1.5. Whoop. Okay, if you really want to challenge yourself at home, you can try doing 2. I don't trust myself to be able to do 2 today, so we're sticking with 1.5. So yeah, that's some basic spin drills, something you can do at home to practice your balance and your spin technique. Something I would recommend is start doing some ab workouts. A lot of this comes from your core and your center, and that helps stabilize you a lot. The other is just making sure that you are up and that that you're keeping your body together.